Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. It is early. It's about 6:31 here in the central part of the United States, the heartland, as I like to call it. We're in the Ozarks here in Arkansas. Thank you for watching. And what we're starting to see right now with the entire, what I would say, facade, it is starting to unravel as we're getting further into Operation Epic Fury. The political divide, the information divide, the divide within families, the divide across the country is becoming more and more clear as to who is really pro-America, who really supports the troops, who really wants truth, who wants misinformation, who thrives on propaganda. And we talk a lot about that here. The media hypocrisy is just over. It is insane what we're seeing right now. Divide in families. What I mean is family members. You're going to have a sister-in-law that hates Trump. She's going to be married to a brother that loves Trump. And that is dividing families at their own kitchen tables. You've seen it. We've had people call in saying the same thing. Let me know how the audio is in the chat. Always try to make sure that that's good. But right now, there is new information coming out. We're going to talk a lot about this morning about updates in Iran, Operation Epic Fury. We're going to talk about the SAVE Act. John Thune is getting pressured. He is getting backed into a corner. I think he should get thrown out as the Senate Majority Leader. I don't know if that'll ever happen. I would love to get your opinion if you like John Thune, because I believe he is slow walking everything. Looks like the trolls are already up this morning. Thank you for watching. I know you are my true super fans. Mommy put the hot pocket in the basket for the super trolls. Thank you so much. Well, let's just jump right into this. I want to play this clip here. This is kind of an update that happened just about 30 to 40 minutes ago. And I'll say this, Fox News, somebody gave them the memo from the White House. Donald Trump or someone in his staff gave them the memo, and we're going to talk about that as well. Give me a thumbs up.
With the very latest on the war with Iran. Hi, Trey.
Todd, Carly, good morning. Iran has indicated they are laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz. Reports indicate, though, there are less than 10 of these sea mines placed already. U.S. Central Command taking offensive action against this threat to global shipping lanes, saying that they struck at least 16 mine-laying vessels belonging to the Iranian regime. As this continues, it's a major threat to the global shipping lanes, understanding that 20% of the world's oil passes through this area. President Trump taking to Truth Social, saying in a statement, quote, "If for any reason mines were placed and they are not removed forthwith, the military consequences to Iran will be at a level never seen before. If, on the other hand, they remove what may have been placed, it will be a giant step in the right direction." Amid concerns in the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman, there are ongoing efforts to weaken the Iranian regime as they launch new ballistic missile fire at Israel and Gulf countries. You can see earlier today some of this missile fire being intercepted overhead. Sirens were sounding at least 4 times throughout the night amid incoming Iranian attacks. The U.S. and Israel are striking back, a significant amount of destruction being caused to the Iranian.
Look at this. Look at the destruction there. I want to ask you, does this look like Minneapolis? The first thing that comes to mind, and I know I'm being facetious, this looks like Minneapolis, Minnesota. I can't look away. As soon as I saw the mostly peaceful but fiery protests, I'm like, man, number one, nobody works. Nobody is working. Where in the hell are these people? Where are their jobs? It's crazy, right? I can't get my head around why they're not working, where they're not at. I just don't understand the similarities. We're not that different than the Iranian people, are we? I don't believe we're that different. And that's it's kind of sad. It really is kind of sad.
In regime, you can see here some video from the Iranian Red Crescent Society on Tuesday in the aftermath of those strikes that are taking place not just around the capital of Tehran, but also across Western Iran. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu weighing in on the ongoing operation, saying this.
We are in a campaign against a cruel enemy that wants to destroy us. We crushed their nuclear and ballistic capabilities in Operation Rising Lion. Afterwards,
Operation Rising Lion. Donald Trump has always been symbolic of the lion and being the king of the jungle. I think it's epic that that's what they're calling it.
As the Israelis are looking east, they're also looking north to the Iran-backed Lebanese militant group Hezbollah, launching new strikes on the Dakhla neighborhood of southern Beirut, also striking a number of launching positions belonging to the terror organization. A top spokesperson for the Israeli military weighed in on those operations.
So we're seeing a lot of this happen, and you can watch as much of that stuff as you want. I'm not a big fan of just watching explosions and explosions. But I did run across this, and I thought this is exactly what needs to happen. Right-wing Cigar King. I've been messaging this guy back and forth. I'm a big cigar fan, so we're going to try to get him on here. How long before we turn it into the Strait of America? We've got the Gulf of America. I've got the hat back there somewhere. How long before we turn it into the Strait of America? I would be okay with all of that, and I'm sure many of you would as well. It would be the ultimate troll if we could turn it into the Strait of America. I think it's just got a nice ring to it, right? Just a nice little ring to the Strait of America. Now, what I was talking a little bit about before was the misinformation. You just saw all of the actual footage of everything that's happened. It is now coming out that there was a school that was hit. It is undeniable with factual information. Well, I'll just leave it. I don't want to. I don't want to trigger too many people this early in the chat, but I want you to hear what old Bill O'Reilly says here. I always liked Bill O'Reilly. I'm starting to like him again. He lost me for a while, but I'm starting to like him more.
I believe that what will happen going forward is you'll have sustained bombing for another week, maybe 10 days. That should do it. That should knock out all the infrastructure, including the mines in the Strait of Hormuz, every kind of weaponry they have, all the drones they have. Another 7 to 10 days should knock it down, okay? Then I think you'll see an announcement that the mullahs, who's ever going to be in charge, want to talk, okay? And then there'll be a meeting in Geneva, and there'll be some kind of capitulation on a part of Iran that Iran won't live up to, because they'll be so desperate they'll sign anything and they're not going to live up to it. And Trump will say, hey, we won. That's the likely scenario.
I don't think he's wrong. I really don't believe he's wrong on this. Iran forever has never won a war. They have never lost a negotiation. Well, now they're playing with a different enemy. They're playing with a different leader. The guy wrote The Art of the Deal. And right now he is chapter and verse, page by page, using the art of the deal on the battlefield. Trump has negotiated with the literal mafia in New York, the literal mob, the Teamsters Union, the Sopranos, the Godfathers. He has dealt with them, and now on the world stage, he's treating America like a business. And sometimes in business, there needs to be a hostile takeover. We saw it in Venezuela. We're about to see it in Cuba. We've seen it at the southern border. Whether you believe it or not, the cartels ran the border. And Donald Trump has, with a little bit of hostility, taken back America's border. We're about to take back America's election system. We're about to take back a lot of things that have been stolen from us. And that's working as well. Tariffs. Democrats, where is all the heads on fire with tariffs right now? That's our money that you were paying an extra 30% on ink pens because they came from China, but China's buying pencils from here at cost. That's what's happening. If you want to join the channel as a member, you can just scan this little barcode up here. I'm trying to maximize everything. A lot of people watch on their TVs. So I want to make sure that it's good for you to watch on your TV. What I said about Fox News is starting to come around. I don't know why. I don't know who sent them the memo. I have no clue what caused this. But Trace Gallagher has been on this from the beginning. I would say he's one of the OGs with a little bit of common sense. Gallagher just went after the liberal media, and man, this really, it made me happy to watch this. I'll tell you, because I like Trace, and I thought he was just like talking a good game every now and then, but it's becoming a little more regular.
Monitoring the media coverage of the war in Iran, turns out the United States and Israel are being dominated, at least according to the legacy media. Not only are the U.S. and Israel apparently losing, the media headlines would have you believe Iran is flourishing. Quoting now, Iran's leadership signals it is still in control and able to fight. It's an odd headline considering the information we're getting is that most of Iran's top leadership is dead. Most of Iran's weapons are destroyed. Most of Iran's navy is sunk. Back in the old days of journalism, those facts would usually bode well for the militaries that inflicted the damage. But now we're told, quoting again, Trump under pressure as he seeks to make case on Iran. Common sense thinks somebody should notify the president that he's ambiguous because at last check, President Trump was adamant that the U.S.-Israeli war plan is making unprecedented progress. But apparently that progress will be short-lived considering Khamenei's son is, quote, expected to continue his father's hardline approach. Common sense knows the liberal media hates Trump, but shouldn't they still cheer for America? Throughout the war,
they cannot cheer for America. The liberal news media cannot cheer for America. You know it as good as I do. They will never give Donald Trump the light of day with anything. But now you've even got Laura calling them out.
U.S. responsible for missile on school. So where are the headlines, 50 Iranian ships sunk, or Iranian military assets destroyed, or leadership tries to put on good showing despite internal chaos, or Khomeini appointment creates hereditary theocracy, war plan progress unprecedented? Well, those stories should be told, not because they're pro-Trump hype, but because they're accurate. But CNN seems hell-bent on framing almost every development as a negative. When the current Iranian regime needs optimistic framing, it knows where to go.
For the Iranians, as long as they are there, as long as their leadership structure is still effective and still very much intact, is stable, and as long as they have that leverage in the Persian Gulf area, they believe that they can hold out for an extended period of time. And when you go out on the streets in Tehran, one of the things that you do notice is that there are a lot of security forces on the ground, and where they are also internally projecting that they are still very much in charge and still very much have that grip on power.
Does anyone believe the security forces in Iran are still in charge? I don't think so. If you believe that, I've got some beachfront property in Missouri to sell you. That's my thoughts. Let me do this. There we go. We got a little poll in the chat. A lot of people will never trust the mainstream media, and I say question everything. Question all mainstream media. The new narrative, though, it's almost like Fox got a memo that, hey, our viewers like Trump. Let's at least pretend to like Trump. Maybe that's just me, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's a couple of guys at Fox I like. I like Jesse Waters. I like Greg Gutfeld. Trace Gallagher is starting to grow on me. Laura, I don't know if I can ever go back to trusting Laura. That's up to you. That's your opinion. You do you, boo. But now we're starting to see a shift in the media. They know they're losing because of, sadly, people like me. I don't even have a journalism degree, right? I'm a moron. But they have to do something to stay relevant. And it's weird that by telling the truth, that's how they try to stay relevant. That's all we want. We just want some unbiased news, some unbiased information. We've got Caroline Leavitt came out yesterday. This was a press conference here at, I believe it was yesterday afternoon. And they're really trying to get the SAVE Act passed. They're putting a lot of pressure on John Thune. I've got a clip of John Thune. I did a video about it last night where Thune has to do something, or I believe he's cooked. And I don't like John Thune. I want him to be exactly what he is, my employee. And that's where these politicians forget. They work for us, guys. They work for us. Don't ever allow them to forget this, okay? Never. They are a tool for us.
President Trump is urging Congress to pass the Save America Act, one of the most critical pieces of legislation in our nation's history. The Save America Act is overwhelmingly popular with all Americans because each provision is rooted in common sense. The Save America Act has 5 simple requirements as requested by the President of the United States. Number 1, voters have to show ID to cast a ballot in an American election. Very simple. 90% of Americans, including more than 80% of Democrat voters, agree with this. Number 2, the Save America Act will require all voters to show proof of citizenship in order to register to vote in American elections. Again, this is popular and rooted in common sense. Only American citizens have the right to vote in American elections. But after Joe Biden and the Democrats allowed tens of millions of illegal aliens into our country, it's more important than ever to ensure that only American citizens are registering to vote on our nation's voter rolls, and Congress needs to pass this. Number 3, the Save America Act abolishes the incredibly unsecure practice of universal mail-in ballots, which throw the door wide open for fraud.
I saw a comment that Thune is bought, Thune is owned, Thune is paid for. Accusations are so easy. Give me an answer as to who has bought them, who has owned them, who. Give me that answer with just a morsel of evidence, and I will run with it. But the accusations are so easy. Prove some of your BS.
Importantly, the Save America Act maintains exceptions for Americans to use mail-in ballots for illness, disability, military, or travel reasons. The bipartisan 2005 report of the Commission on Federal Election Reform, chaired by, of all people, former President Jimmy Carter and former Secretary of State James Baker, concluded that, quote, absentee ballots remain the largest source of potential voter fraud, and it is time for Congress to finally address this. Number 4, the Save America Act permanently bans men from competing in women's sports. President Trump signed a landmark executive order upholding the promise of Title IX and ending this dangerous and unfair practice. But now it's time for Congress to codify this into law.
If they want men and women's sports so bad, why don't the Democrats try to get that to happen for the Iranian women's soccer team? Right? Why not? Let's put some dudes playing Iranian women's soccer.
Number 5, the Save America Act bans transgender mutilation surgery for children. Again, President Trump signed a common sense executive order to do this and kept his promise to the American people, but now Congress needs to do the same and codify it. It's well past time for Democrats in Congress to stop perpetuating the radical and false claim that you can somehow change a child's sex. You cannot. Passing the Save America Act is the most important thing that Republicans and frankly Democrats can do to strengthen election integrity and protect our democracy. It's what the American people elected Republicans to do, and they must deliver on it as soon as possible.
This is all common sense. I don't understand how anyone can't go along with this. I really can't. Somebody said Thune was endorsed by McConnell. That's all you need to know. That's a damn good answer. That is the kind of answer I want. That is a good endorsed answer. Now, let me tell you this. Do you know who the first person that Mike Johnson talked to after he was sworn in as Speaker of the House? Paul Ryan. As soon as Speaker Mike Johnson was sworn in, he left out the back door. He probably likes the back door. It's up to him. But he walked down the stairs with Paul Ryan. Think about that one. Now, this is getting interesting because now the pressure is cooking. We got the pressure cooker. About to cook some collards in the pressure cooker.
Majority Leader John Thune is reportedly planning to bring the Save America Act to the Senate floor for a vote next week, but isn't optimistic Republicans will get it to pass.
We don't have the votes either to proceed, get on a talking filibuster, nor to sustain one if we got on it. But that is just a function of math. And there isn't anything I can do about that. I mean, I understand the president's got a passion to see this issue addressed, as we all do. We've conveyed that to him, but we will continue to make that argument because I think it's important that everybody understand that this really is it's about the votes. It's about the math.
But the president doesn't seem worried about the future of the bill, writing on Truth Social, quote, to Save America.
How popular, how important is the SAVE Act to you? On a scale of 1 to 10 in the chat, 10 being the most important thing, 1 being you don't care, I don't vote, I've got illegals living in my garage. How important is it to you? Because I believe it's amazing. I see some 15s. I believe it is the most important bill that we could pass. Without it, we become a third world country in 10 years, a literal third world country. Without the SAVE Act, my vote doesn't matter. Somebody named Muhammad, his vote counts as much as mine. And Muhammad has 37 wives and pops out a kid every 9 months and 20 minutes. You starting to understand this now? Takes me back to my old opinion. I'm going to go ahead and blame the Department of Transportation for a lot of problems in America. When the Department of Transportation got rid of bench seats in Ford pickups, population declined. We got more rainbow people. Just my opinion. Prove me wrong. Try to prove me wrong. We got rid of bench seats. America started to crumble. Tell me I'm wrong. Love to know.
Act is by far the most popular bill of its kind ever put before Congress. Terry Schilling with the American Principles Project joins me now. Terry, good morning to you. So lay the groundwork for us here.
I'm not listening to that guy. He looks like he had his head out of his Uber, head out of the window of his Uber on the way in. Look, maybe a little like something about Mary, like he got some stuff in his hair. Sorry, I can't watch that guy. Not happening. I'm not even putting that on your TV. Look at this. Trump ties all legislation to the Save America Act. He's not signing crap until we get that passed. Love it. Mike Lee out of, I almost said Omaha, Utah. Utah is where this guy's from. where they have all the people with backpacks knocking on your doors and stuff on a Saturday at 5 p.m. And they all got on nice little iron shirts. Yeah, I don't, no, go away. Keep your cult to yourself.
All right, so we're one step closer now to getting the Save America Act on the Senate floor. How exactly that's going to happen? Well, we're still working on that. There's a lot of uncertainty and some concern, but we're working on it. Important point right now is for us to refocus our energy on making sure we get the best arguments we can possibly put forward on this bill. Now, look, I still believe the very best shot we've got at doing this is invoking the talking filibuster. Make Democrats stand up, get recognized, and speak. If they want to filibuster the bill, don't give it to them for free. Don't let them have the benefits of the filibuster while they're napping or on vacation or whatever else it is that they do. Make them actually show up and speak. I'm going to continue to argue for that. I mean, regardless of what Senate Republican leadership thinks, I'm not going to back away from the fact that I think that is the best possible chance of passing this bill, perhaps the only way. But regardless, we got to be prepared for what it is that happens when it gets to the floor. So let's continue to advance the arguments for the.
We've got to get them in a roll call vote. Mike Lee, I got to give you the boom shakalaka. We need to get them on a roll call.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Somebody get John Thune's number for me. Let's call him live. Benny posted this. This is a clip I think we used yesterday where Schumer is saying, well, I'll just play it for you. Let's get the blood boiling, right?
Yes, but their bill isn't voter ID, number one. It is about voter registration. It allows ICE.
Hold on. Let me grab this comment. I see a comment from Glide somebody. Hold on. This is the most ironic comment that I've seen today. Where is it? Where is the comment by Glide? I love this comment. Dad, burn it. Type it again, Glide. Your last comment was fire.
To kick tens of millions of people off the rolls, and they don't tell them until election day, and you show up and you say, you're not registered anymore. You're not registered here. You're not on the rolls.
Well, you're not on the rolls. Man, I got to find that comment by Glide. What a great comment. Damn it, Beavis. Type it again. Glide's comment, I'll read it. I see it here. Words, just words. Glide could be right. But Glide, you're using words as just words in the chat. That's all you got is words. When you quit talking, when you quit voicing your opinion, you quit. And that's all that some of the trolls have is words, just words, to quote you. Right? It's amazing. These people hate us. Rhinos hate us. The Democrats hate us. I'll prove it to you. The same people that are crying for me to go worry about Alex Peretti and what was the chick's name? Renee Dumb. Those people, this is what they did when Charlie Kirk died. Never forget this. That's why it's a binary choice.
Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Hey, ooh, ah, ooh.
These are the people that want you.
Shot me dead. Finally. Thank you. Can we keep this up? Charlie Kirk was a fucking Nazi. He was a fucking Nazi. And
you hear this? These are the people that want me to care about Renee Dumb. These are the people that want me to care about the Ayatollah.
I might be 1% less atheist today.
I don't care that he was a person. He wasn't to me. He was a Nazi. I think he's better off gone. So fucking be it.
This is so bad. This is.
Are you starting to understand this? It's a binary choice. Completely good versus evil. Don't play the game. Call them out. It is a binary choice with the news media. I don't think it's ever been more clear how easy of an answer that it is. There are certain channels I used to follow. I unfollowed them. Somebody said we can't coexist. When I see a coexist sticker on a Prius, I instantly realize I need to know where they live and where their house is, because when SHTF, the stuff hits the fan, I'm going there to take their food. That's where I'm going. That's the first house I'm going to. That's where you're going to get all the good stuff that they've saved for you or for me. I get as upset as anybody else. I get as annoyed as anybody else. Look at what the news media is running with now. Look at what they're running with now. Our war, here we go. Pete Hegseth's Department of War spent $7 million on lobster tails, more than $15 million on ribeyes, hundreds of thousands of donuts in September. Guess what? Our war fighters deserve it. Because the Somalian EBT leering centers don't. They don't. A lot of channels get my talking points because I'm doing the show first in the morning. Other channels come in after. I actually know for a fact quite a few other channels check my show to see what headlines I'm running with, and then they put it on their own show. I've been told that by numerous people. A couple of people have even said thank you for this. Here, don't forget this. The same people that were dancing for Charlie Kirk's death.
And I think that's where we're at.
To build on that, Stephen Miller and Donald Trump were the ones who placed themselves in between the rock and the hard place by using this insane immigration rhetoric. The Department of Homeland Security account posted a few months back that they wanted to deport 100 million Americans. There are 50 million immigrants, both legally and illegally, and then 50 million other people in this country who could be deported by this administration. They want to
50 million. That could 50 million. Okay.
Deport 50
Thank you,
million, or sorry, 100 million immigrants. They've talked about immigrants. The Department of Homeland Security posted that and called for remigration. So they're definitely pushing an extreme policy that.
Now, does it make sense why they shut down Department of Homeland Security? This moron, Adam Mockler, I've got underwear older than this guy, just said that's how many people there are. I love it. The truth is starting to come out, guys. New stuff's coming to light. Same people celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk are probably dancing around because of the death of this state trooper. Says his name, Corporal Tim O'Connor. He was killed in Pennsylvania last night by a far-left anti-cop Antifa militant, Jesse Elks. Speaking of Antifa militants, I tried calling Travis Jur. He wouldn't answer his phone. I hope he's back in the I hope he's back there getting some baby oil with Diddy. This guy right here, killed by an Antifa militant. Look at that. Him and his wife, they had a baby. He's gone. Democrats will be celebrating this. You know it as good as I do, guys. Keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. This is a good one right here. CNN is gross. They really are the grossest. I think Fox is the most tolerable. Let me play this. I think she should resign after this.
Two Republicans say Muslims don't belong here after an attempted terror attack against New York's Mayor Zoran Mamdani, and the House Speaker Mike Johnson says nothing really to condemn those comments. Another special guest is going to be with us at the.
Did you hear that? The people were attacking Mamdani, not the white people on the street. Listen to that again.
And the House Speaker Mike Johnson says nothing really to condemn those comments.
Okay, let me back it up a little further.
New York's Mayor Zoran Mamdani and the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, says nothing really.
So she says that they were trying to attack Mamdani. That's not true. This guy's going to get struck by lightning. If any of you vote for him, just leave the channel now. Leave my channel now if you vote for Tallywacker. If you vote for Tallywacker, just get the hell out right now.
Did they teach you in Sunday school that Jesus Christ himself was a radical feminist? The American flag is such a complicated symbol for most of us. God is non-binary. You can't call yourself a Christian and reject the stranger seeking asylum at our southern border. Our trans community needs abortion care too. Modern science obviously recognizes that there are many more than two biological sexes. In fact, there are 6. Prophetic voices like Jesus have helped me reckon with my own whiteness. Our southern border should be like our front porch. There should be a giant welcome mat out front. We are trying to fundamentally change the politics in this state and in this country. No need to sit and cry over, your whiteness or your masculinity. Did they teach you?
If you voted for him, just leave the channel now because I will find you and I will get rid of you. The other thing I'm worried about right here, CPAC. They've got Steve Bannon as a guest speaker. 2,000 plus emails with what do you call the guy? Jeff Steen. 2,000 plus emails with Jeff Steen. Sorry, no, can't do it. We got another one here. Look at this. Another Southwest Airlines flight diverted to a passenger scare because they had their Ramadan prayer alert notification turned on. We're looking for the weirdos and we will find you and we will get rid of you. Southwest Airlines, another one. Don't fly during Ramadan. That's little life insurance advice. If I was selling life insurance, are you flying during Ramadan? Yes. Oh, your premium's $50,000 more. That's exactly right. Vance is going after the Iranian military. We had Pete Hegseth live stream yesterday with his interview or with his press conference saying that they're going to systematically annihilate them. I love the sound of that. That makes me feel like I'm climbing rope in gym class. You've got Glenn Beck can cry on cue. I've never seen anyone that could do that except for Alex Jones. But 15 years ago, he came out and said that this is exactly what was going to happen, that we were going to have radicalized people going to go train with these morons, and then they would be coming here. Tallarico, supposed Christian, displaying the 10 Commandments in schools is violence. We're going to call him Tallywacker here. We're going to call him, that's his new name here, is Tallywacker. I don't know how anybody could vote for this guy, but people are. People are voting for the clown. This is a good story here. And I've been to hundreds of these, sadly. Hundreds. We have a national cemetery here where I live. We've got if you don't know what a national cemetery is, you should go. It is a national cemetery where veterans are buried. And all the time we get veterans that are buried there that don't have family members. We put out a message to the community and hundreds of people, thousands of people show up. They did this in Tennessee. For those of you that don't know, I use a lot of the money from memberships and things like that on my channel to help veterans. I'm sending out Bibles. I'm sending out guitars. I help veterans with service dogs. And right now we're building a veterans housing facility here. Part of my job, not individual anything like that. It's all federal grant. But this was an amazing story. And if you want to get in on it, if you want to help me out, feel free. If you don't and you hate America, that's okay too. That's your right. It's your right to not like America. Okay? I want to play this clip, though. This is pretty powerful if you haven't seen this. And let me go here. Just these are complete strangers. This guy went in to serve the military. I don't know anything about his military service. I have no idea. Served his country. He didn't care. And now hundreds of strangers showed up for his funeral. And they're still coming in. Look at the line. Look at the line of cars still rolling in for somebody they don't even know. They don't want this to happen. Look at this. This is absolutely amazing. And if you've never been to a funeral for somebody you don't know, you should go.
The word out, and look what happened. Heart showed up to say, thank you, Lord, for our freedom. Thank you, Lord, for someone else who served in uniform. Thank you for the example for the next generation. How absolutely wonderful. Let us pay this person, as well as ourselves, respect in this moment of prayer.
I will repeat this. The people standing there, the people that took time out of their day, off of their jobs, they don't even know who the hell the guy is. They have no idea who he is. That should tell you something about America. This doesn't happen in Germany. This doesn't happen in England. Well, it might. I don't know. It very well could. It doesn't happen in Iran. Unclaimed Navy veteran. I go to these more than I want to admit. I got asked to speak at one of these, give the eulogy. I had no idea who he was. It doesn't matter who he is or she is. It doesn't matter. They served. Okay? If you want to experience a full day of life, you should have a day where you're angry. You should have a day where you're happy. You should have a day where you're sad. You should probably have a day where you're like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. If you want a full day of living, that's what you should have. We'll take a couple of calls this morning. I'd love to talk to you. Let me know what you're thinking. Turn the audio down in the background when you do decide to call in. That's all I ask. That's it. That's the requirement. There's no cost to call in. You want to join the channel as a member? I would appreciate it. It's right over here. You can scan that with your phone. It's 10 cents a day. But if you have a full day of emotion, you're living your best life. And I try to start off all of your days with a little salt. That's what I try. Okay? Lines are open, 615-475-7864. If you're a regular caller, I might grab some other people, but that's okay. Let's go Chris, Arkansas. What do you got, Chris?
Hey, Ben. I'm 50 years old, and I believe that the SAVE Act is 1,776%, probably the most important piece of legislation in my lifetime.
Okay. Chris, I agree. I'm going to grab this other caller. Thank you, Chris. Great point. Let's go here. Line 2. What you got?
Hey, Ben, it's Stacy. No more BS.
Good. How are you this morning? What would you like to say real quick?
I I was up all night pretty much because I had mixed emotions. There's two things I need to say. I really get this boils my blood. One is anything against my Lord and my Savior. That pisses me off. And second, anything that is against our veterans who fight for us, who fight for these losers, okay? And these black pillars.
Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. I agree. The people, the American soldiers that are fighting in Iran are probably hated by half of them. Line 3. What you got? Line 3.
Good morning, Ben. It's Grumpy.
Good morning.
First of all, brother, I love you. I want you to have a great day, but our forefathers would have been shooting by now. Y'all have a great one. Love you. God bless America. God bless Trump.
God bless you. Thank you, Grumpy. Look at this comment here from John Fetterman. I never thought John Fetterman would post something like this on X. Somebody sent me this, and I think it might have been No More BS. John Fetterman says kept 11 tons of booger sugar off American streets and out of the hands of Hunter Biden. It's unacceptable. These brave members are not getting paid. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, Coast Guard. Shutting DHS down only punishes those who keep our nation safer. Coast Guard cutter. Let's go Donkey, Arizona. What you got?
Ben, it's Donkey Voice.
What you got?
Well, 68 years old. Grew up in Compton. 42 years in Hawaii. Now I'm in New Mexico. Loving life. But you know what, my friend? I think we're in for some troubled times. So I want to wish everybody out there their best. I love you for your show, my brother.
Take care, Donkey. I appreciate you.
Okay, man. Well, you know, the thing is that there's a lot of great patriots out there, but there are a lot of psychos out there, too.
A lot of frauds.
I got your fix. I hope you got mine, my brother.
Absolutely. You betcha. You take care. God bless you. Somebody says, is this real? Yeah, this is from John Fetterman's own account. John Fetterman, Senator Fetterman. See the little blue house there, the Senate. That's his account. Fetterman posted on X in front of all of the Democrats that we need to fund DHS. I don't know what happened to Fetterman other than a head injury. Other than a head injury, he's looking pretty based right now. Here we go. Military consequence at a level never seen before. Trump issues dire warning. Lines are still open. Give me a call. Issues a dire warning after a report Iran may be deploying mines in the Strait of Hormuz. If you didn't know it or not, there are Coast Guard in that area because of the Bahrain United States military base. Donald Trump, if Iran put out mines in the Straits of Hormuz, we have to no reports of them doing so. We want them removed immediately. I don't believe they did because that would damage the Chinese ships. That's just my opinion, but they are really beholden to the Chinese. Trump then comes out and says, I'm pleased to report that within the last few hours, we've hit and completely destroyed 10 inactive mine-laying boats. We sank their battleships. Did Fetterman and his wife split up? I saw that in the chat. That's insane. Good. I guess she was a witch. I don't know. This is amazing to see Fetterman come out and say this. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. We're going to run down all the super chats here in a few minutes. Really, somebody said go Navy. Damn right. You damn right. It's a go Navy kind of day. It's one of those days. God bless. Oh, let's call John Thune. Let's call John Thune. If I didn't call him, how would I ever expect you not to call him? Real KRO got me the number. 202-224-2321. I will put his number up there. Real KRO, thank you for doing that. Thank you for getting me the number. Take a photo of that. Let's call Senator John Thune. Let me find a photo of John Thune and who we're calling real quick. Where is Thune? Let's find Thune. Let's go here. John Thune. I want to make sure I'm talking to him. I want to see his miserable face while I'm calling him. That's what I want. Let's go. Thune. Okay, Thune. Okay, you slimy SO, you know what? Okay. There we go. We don't have the. Oh, that's a better picture right there. All right, is there anything that you guys want me to tell him? Is there any like special request that you would like me to tell John Thune when we call him? Let's do this. Let's call him.
Hi, this is Senator John Thune.
Straight
Thank
to
you for
voicemail.
calling my office. If you would like to leave me a message, please press 1. If you would like to hear general information about office locations and services...
Oh, we're leaving you a message.
Hi, this is Senator John Thune. Please leave a detailed message containing your name, address, and phone number or email address where we can reach you. I appreciate you calling. We will get back to you as soon as possible.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Thune, thank you for listening to my message, or whatever assistant that you have. Number one, I have 3 questions for you. Who are you working for? Why are you working for them? And number 3, who put you in office? Well, you should be working for us. You should be getting paid by us, and we put you in office. I'm a retired United States Navy veteran. I respect your position. I do not respect what you're doing to the United States right now. Pass the SAVE Act, put it on the floor. We need to protect America's elections. We are too worried about everyone else right now. We need to pass the SAVE Act right now. It has to be done. If you want to keep your job, if you want to keep getting paid by the taxpayers, do what we want. 81% of America wants it, even the Democrats that you side with on most legislation. It is time to buck up. I know you're from the Dakotas, so put on some boots and start kicking ass, because if not, we are finished with you. We put you in office, we can take you out peacefully. I want you to give me a call at 615-475-7864. I've got about 4,000 people watching right now on various platforms. My name's Ben Dykes, retired from the United States Navy. I will put my contributions to the United States of America up against yours any day of the week. And now I'm flushing
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, your message has been sent.
Our message has been sent, and we flushed them live. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. If I didn't say what you wanted to hear, do better. Do better. What does this say? Let's go here. I don't know where this area code is. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Hey, Ben, it's Brandy from Fort Worth.
Brandy in Fort Worth.
Totally bitching. Totally bitching.
I tried not to cuss.
I just want to say, what do you say?
I tried not to drop F-bombs. I really feel like it in the morning, but I tried not to.
It was great. It was awesome. Yeah, I've called him and left voicemails and stuff. You know, the thing I saw yesterday, it was crazy and drove me wild, is that just to go back to what that initial filibuster was all about, which was to stand and talk, he wants to do 60 votes just to get that part. And then if they vote to get the filibuster back to the normal way it was meant to be used. But I'm just like, remember we were all saying, let's just end the filibuster altogether, right? Because then it's majority, 50+1.
Brandy, I got another caller.
Should be.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thanks
Thank
so
you
much,
for
Ben.
listening.
Have a good day.
Thank you for your support, Brandy. Let's go here. 404 area code. Where are you calling from? What you got?
On maneuvering, send coffee ASAP.
Hey!
How you doing this morning, Ben?
Are you a nuke?
It's Charlie from Georgia.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Charlie, gotcha. So, we could talk a lot about nuclear stuff, about why there's no restroom, no heads in the engine room, and what you guys used to do, but we won't bring that up in the morning. What would you like to say this morning?
No. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Make turns for 4 knots.
I just want to say...
Were you a throttleman? Were you an RO or an EO?
RO.
Okay, gotcha. Reactor operator. Okay, gotcha.
That's
I used to
correct.
hang out with a good buddy of mine. What was the little thing right forward of maneuvering the
reactor technician?
I had a really good friend that was an RT, a reactor technician, and we would go back there and
that's the
yeah, great guy. What would you like to say this morning, Charlie? Go for it.
Man, I just want to say that was first of all, that was one great message you left Mr. Thune. I won't even address a position.
Yeah.
Because when he acts like it, I'll address it. Two, I want to thank you for providing me that extra bit of motivation I needed for my morning workout.
Good.
That was good. And number three, if you do get a chance to call him, I'm going to be calling my representatives and see if we can get pushed for a little bit more easy access to VA benefits for veterans, because I'm one of the ones that has been getting shafted.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay, Charlie, if you have any
definitely
questions
would
about
benefit.
getting VA benefits, if you have any questions about that, you've got my number or you've got my email address. Send me your regular phone number. I'll reach out to you today. Is this the best number to call you on?
That 404, yeah, that's me.
I'm writing it down right now, and I am a lefty.
Okay.
For everybody that doesn't
And
know.
I did. Oh, you're one of them.
I'm one of those. Charlie, I'll give you a call after the show.
I did. Okay, cool. I did email you way back when.
I've got that.
I can do that again.
We'll connect after
All
the
right.
show while I'm driving in. How about that?
Sounds perfect. Thank you very much.
Salute bubbleheads. Line 3, commie state of I think Washington. Go right ahead, Joe. Joe.
That's right, Ben. Hey, let's call Fetterman and give him a boom shakalaka.
Nobody's ever said call Fetterman and say thank you for what you do. Somebody get me Fetterman's number in the chat. Get me John Fetterman's number in the chat. You know what? I think as much as we have to recognize bad behavior, I think we got to recognize good behavior, Joe. Damn, You're on to something, brother. God bless you, Joe. Hey, they just passed income tax in the state of Washington. If you make over $1 million, it's 10% income tax. Your stuff's about to go up. God bless you. Go here, line 2. What you got?
Good morning, Ben. This is Anton. How are you?
Anton, I'm living the dream, brother. What's going on? What would you like to say this morning?
Good, man. So I wanted to just bring up 2 points. So the first one, obviously, we are all, foreign policy experts because we are privy to the same information that Trump is pertaining to Iran.
Sure.
And the threats and things like that. So we can all,
right. We're all experts. We're all nuclear weapons experts too, right?
Exactly. And citizen journalists, and, we all know exactly what's going on. So there's no chance he knows more than any one of us. So that's the first thing.
Anton, I am so glad that you brought that up. That's why the news media hates Trump right now, because there's no leaks and they don't know more than he does right now. You're absolutely right. Exactly. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. So this might be a little more in your kind of field of expertise, but in 1790, all right, the Ottoman Empire were abducting so many of the U.S. sailors that 12% of the U.S. GDP went to ransom and tribute to the Ottoman Empire to release our American sailors. I'm not sure how many people know about that.
Wow.
And Adams and Jefferson went to London and met with the ambassador of the Ottoman Empire and asked him, why are you abducting our sailors? The U.S. has no quarrel with anyone. We were not involved with the Reconquista or with any of the crusades, the U.S. specifically, because the U.S. basically just became a country at that time. And his words to Jefferson was that we do this because it is our right. According to the Quran, we are allowed to abduct and enslave any infidel. Okay,
wow.
That was his words. And yes, and Jefferson said that he will send a navy and he will destroy his state, which he did, which is where the Marine song, in the what's the name of Tripoli?
Tripoli, absolutely.
Yes.
Halls of Montezuma
So
to the shores of Tripoli.
Correct. That is exactly where that comes from that night when they actually went in and destroyed the Ottoman Empire. That's where that comes from. Now, just to bring me to the point I'm trying to make is the tribute that they demand. Who in our recent history has been paying tribute to Islam and who is not? Because I remember 2 payments, one of 1.7 billion, made in, I think, 2015, and then the recent release of $6 billion.
Biden and Obama.
You know, I'm just saying that the tribute never stopped.
You're right.
You know, maybe,
You're right.
Maybe someone should go relook at this before everybody has a meltdown about what's going on. You know, there's a very long history of this, very long, like centuries long history of America fighting Islam, centuries long. So
I agree.
We all have a meltdown about the little Iran war going on at the moment.
You're right.
It's not new.
Built on.
Well, you guys have a great day.
Anton, I got your website up here. The bison. My next shipment, I want to try a bag of the bison if you have any available.
We will put that in for you for sure.
Anton, you're the best. Easter eggs, I don't care what anybody that works at Slim Jim Beef Jerky Factory says about you. You take care.
All right.
Anton, take care, brother. You've got to go check out Anton's Land of Biltong. He's a sponsor on the show, never paid me a penny. All he does is send me some beef. Let's call, somebody got me the number for Fetterman, and I want to do that. Let's call Fetterman, and let's recognize Fetterman for what he's done so far. Let's go 202-224-4254. Let's go Fetterman. Wait, I guess I got to hit the dial button is what I got to do there. Okay, let's go.
Hello, and thank you for calling the office of Senator John Fetterman. Please listen carefully to the following options so that we can best serve you. If you'd like to comment on a legislative issue or policy concern, please press 1. If you need assistance with a matter involving any federal agency, like a pass.
Let's go here.
Thank you for your call today. Senator Fetterman appreciates you taking the time to let us know your views on the issues that matter to you and to the people of Pennsylvania. To serve you better, please be sure to include the spelling of your first and last name, your email address, your phone number, and your Pennsylvania zip code at the beginning of your message. You may also leave your full mailing address if you'd like. For more information, or if you wish to send the senator an email, please visit our website at fetterman.senate.gov. That's FettermanSenate.gov. Thank you so much for your call.
Senator Fetterman, this is Ben Dykes, BENDYKES. My number is 615-475-7864. I'm retired from the United States Navy. I am a patriot. I just called John Thune and ratioed him. I'm not doing that for you. I'm calling you, and I want to say thank you for what you're doing right now, because it seems like you're the only Democrat with a little bit of common sense. And I've said it before, and I'll say it to your face. I think a head injury has been the best thing that ever happened to you. You just made a post here on X that they kept 11 tons of booger sugar away from Hunter Biden. You congratulated the United States Coast Guard for the efforts that they've had. And it seems like you're waking up to how demonic that the Democrat Party is. I want to say thank you. Do not backslide. Stay away from that Jezebel that you were married to. And it seems like your wife is getting rid of her has been addition by subtraction. Get right with the Lord. And we need you to help pass the SAVE Act. If you want to stay in office, you work for the people of Pennsylvania. Give me a call, 615-475-7864. Get on the live stream with a bunch of patriots. Ben Dykes out. God bless America. There we go. That's what we do. Reward good behavior and poop on bad behavior. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Give me a call. What do you got? Hit me with your best shot, trolls. Bring it. Whatever you got. I'm doing my best. I can't do everything, but I'm doing my best. Let's go right here, line 4.
Hi, it's AJ from San Francisco.
AJ in San Francisco. Don't step in the poop.
Oh, I try to avoid it. But I'll tell you, I really hope that Newsom has no control over all that booger sugar, because that shit will be right back out on these streets.
You're probably right. Or he might take some when he does his next interview with Sean Ryan. So there you go. Thank you for calling, AJ. God bless you. God bless you, AJ. Carrie Lancaster, Jimmy Dorshow. I don't know who that is. I'm sure he's a wackadoodle. There we go. Thune would get a whooping. I think he probably needs a damn whooping. Without a shadow of a doubt. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Give me a call. Love to talk to you. Hell, I'll love to argue with you. You want to argue? Let's argue. Read your nose run. I don't know what that means. William Harris, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Let's see here. 270, line 6. What do you got?
Hey, Ben, this is Jim in Benton, Kentucky. Hey, man, I got a question for you.
I'll lie to you.
If we're not getting, it's okay. Hey, if we're not getting our oil and stuff from Iran, why in the crap is our gasoline prices going high in this country? I'm sitting here looking at the sign now, regular $3.19, diesel $4.79. The premium grade is $4.19. What is the deal?
How much are gas taxes in Kentucky right now?
Oh, man, I don't even know. I have no idea. Sorry.
I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. Let's see. Gas taxes in Kentucky is, looks like 29 cents a gallon. Gas taxes in Kentucky. Lovely. That got to make you happy, right?
Yeah, really. Yeah. Makes me want to throw up.
I'll tell you this. You know as good as I do, when something comes out in the news, there is a quick, hold on, I got to do a live flushing here real quick. Carrie and Lancaster, live flush, pardon me. Let's go here.
All right.
Carrie and Lancaster kept going on about the Jimmy Dore show, so we'll flush you so that you can go watch that liberal piece of crap. But I'll tell you this, everything happens quickly. You know as good as I do, when you start to get a flat tire, the car quickly pulls to whichever side, and you got to correct the wheel. Same thing happened in Iran. There is a quick action and an overcorrection, but now oil's back down under $80 a barrel. Thank you for calling. And drink a damn Ale 81 on me, man. God bless you. Line 2. Go with it, line 2.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Or ma'am, whatever you identify as. What you got?
No, I'm a guy.
Okay.
How you doing?
Amazing. What would you like to say?
Who is this, Ben?
It is. Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you for your service in the Navy. I was in the Marine Corps.
Okay. Semper Fi. Thank you for calling.
70, Semper Fi.
What would you like to say this morning? What would you like to say?
Well, just keep up the good work and keep us informed.
Where are you calling from? What part of the country?
Daleville, Alabama, next door to Fort Rucker.
Roll damn Tide. What's your name there?
Greg Wilson.
Greg Wilson, Daleville, Alabama. I grew up not far from you, and if I know you know what the Boll Weevil Festival is, they're in Enterprise, and probably the Rattlesnake Rodeo there in Dothan.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a text message. Is this a cell phone number here?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a text message. I want you to send me your address. I'm going to send you a Veterans Bible courtesy of the Ben Dykes Show. Okay. It's large print.
Oh, thank you. I'm 75 years old, so I'll be able to read it.
You don't sound a day over 74, Greg.
Well, thank you, Ben.
What years were you in Vietnam, you said?
70.
70. Where were you at? Where were you at over there?
Aboard the USS Okinawa.
USS Okinawa, okay. Fast frigate, I believe.
Yeah. We never landed. We were just back up.
Yeah, just waiting to go in. Well, I want to say thank you for your service, Greg. Daleville, Alabama. I'm going to send you a text message to this number. You let me know your address. Semper Fi. I'm going to put something in the mail for you. Veterans large print King James Version Bible. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much, Ben. Have a great day.
You know, after talking to you, Greg, my day's going to be better. My day's going to be better. I really appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Mine's going to be better too.
Thank you. Everybody in the chat, y'all give Greg in Daleville, Alabama a Semper Fi. Y'all give him a Semper Fi in the chat. Let that Marine know he's appreciated. And the one thing you can always tell a Vietnam veteran that they never got was welcome home. Semper Fi, Marine, Semper Fi. Somebody says, I live in Bama and was Vietnam 68. Oh, there we go. Wyatt Earp knows it. Welcome home, brother. Welcome home. We're back to the top. Line 1, what you got?
Hey, Ben, I appreciate your call to Fetterman.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I love it. I love it.
I think you have to.
We need to call.
We have to reward good behavior.
Absolutely. Absolutely. On another note, I want you to call Senator Burchett about outlawing Sharia law. I live outside of Dearborn. I grew up in that area.
How many times have you called Senator Burchett?
4 times.
Good. Do me a favor. In the chat, put their number. We'll try to get to it, okay?
I will email it to you because I don't have it off my hand.
No problem.
My head.
Well, thank you for calling. You stay safe up there in Dearborn.
I'm going to be 75 years old this year. So
you don't sound a day over 74.
God bless you, Ben.
Take care.
I love you.
All right. Eat more bacon. If you're in Dearborn, Michigan, eat more bacon. A lot of people are giving the Marine down there in Daleville, Alabama, roll tide. Let's go troll under the bridge. What do you got?
Hey, morning, everybody. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, Ben. Also,
not my birthday.
Well, people were saying that at the beginning of the chat. So, hey, whatever. False news, fake news. But anyway, the reason why gas has been spiked is because the Lloyd's of London dropped all the insurance programs for all the shipping area around pretty much in the world. And right now, Trump's working on putting insurance out with our own, guaranteeing insurance through all of our shipping thing. And he said they were getting even, escort them. And as soon as he takes that insurance company over and starts doing it, a lot of that money is going to be coming back in our pocket. And it's going to really tick off the people over there at the Lloyd's of London. And I really don't care. I think we deserve that money.
You know, I hope the Democrats complain about low gas prices. I hope they complain about that. Do you think they ever will?
Oh, they probably will. And they're going to say it's all Trump's fault. Just
low
like
gas
if
prices
Trump saved the baby
fault.
from the ocean. Just like if Trump saved the baby from the ocean from drowning, they'd say that he was starving the sharks.
You're absolutely right. Brother, I appreciate you calling. God bless you. Troll under the bridge. Democrats, it's getting so cold. Democrats got to put their hands in their own pockets to stay warm. Right? That's how cold it's getting. Let's go here. I'm going to run down some of these real quick. Federal, state, and central Virginia fuel taxes, 57 cents a gallon. Wow. Pepsi Fiend gifted a membership. Thank you. God bless America. We called exactly who you wanted. If you ever have a senator or a congressman that you would like us to call, throw a super chat on there, put their phone number, and I'll give them a call. Ben, even if Schumer was correct, wouldn't an equal amount of people on both sides be disenfranchised, therefore be a wash? Retro Bill, you might be right. Thank you for the $5. Tom and Bella, thank you. Eunice, God bless everyone. S. Baker, postage, thank you. That'll help me. Shipping these Bibles ain't cheap. It's about $13, even with like the cheapest way I can send it. Wayne Bailey, thank you for becoming a member. We always try to get 10 new members. Southwest announces new flying carpet line, complete with hummus. Let's see here. Rhinos are lap dogs while MAGA are guard dogs and Dems are stray rabid dogs. Ben, even heaven has borders. Yeah, you're exactly right. That God is a he wants a border and he created one. Pearly Gates. Real Car ARO, we called them. Thank you for getting me that number. Really appreciate that. For the pups, thank you. Real KR with a super sticker. God bless you. Troll Under the Bridge gave away some memberships. A country boy can survive. We can skin a buck and run a trot line. Country boy can survive. One of my first jobs was running a trot line. Hellbound America, Operation APAC Fury. We got one. Troll is in here. Operation Hellbound Fury. Let's get rid of you. Goodbye. And the flush works again. The flush works again. I want to end this. No, I don't want to play that clip. That is not one that I want. Let's go here. Let's see what else we got. The lines are open. 615-475-7864. You're welcome to call in. Here we go. Let's go. I don't want to forget my Native American people, my Native Americans. I believe she is a member of the Slapaho tribe, Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren, member of the Slapaho tribe. Let's see what she says.
Here we are well into the second week, and it is still the case that the Trump administration cannot explain the reasons that we entered this war, the goals we're trying to accomplish, and the methods for doing it. The one
she wants to protect the 47 million illegals.
Part that seems clear is that while there is no money for 15 million Americans who lost their health care, there's $1 billion a day to spend on bombing Iran.
There we go. War with America. She says America should instead invest in free health care for illegals. You know that's exactly what she wants. You know that is exactly what she wants. They never, ever, Democrats never really lie to you, do they? Go here, line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Hi, man. Pure Blood, Arizona here. I just wanted to drop some news. I'm sure you heard of it. FBI raided Maricopa County Board of Elections over here and seized a lot of documents.
Yeah.
They showed up. Yes, sir. So I've been waiting for that. I'm from Arizona, and I've been praying for that, and thank God it finally happened. I just wanted to let the chat know.
I am waiting for a federal judge to tell the FBI to put the documents back where they were hidden.
Exactly. And Governor Hobgoblin is freaking out. She was all over the news yesterday. I was having a good day yesterday.
Well, you take care. God bless you.
You too. Thanks.
The FBI will receive a anonymous tip from a federal judge, Jake Lang. More information's coming out about that. Somebody just sent me a screenshot. Somebody just emailed me some stuff about Jake Lang grooming, texting a 15-year-old girl, what was meant to be a 15-year-old girl. I didn't see that coming. Somebody sent that in the chat. I don't know how to explain that. I really don't. I'm very upset by that. Somebody with a daughter, not happy about that. Not happy about it at all. I'm sure a lot of you are upset by that too. It's not a good look, Jake. Not a good look. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. I think we need this. I think we need to be inspired by what's happening in America right now. I don't believe we have any other choice but to continue to support our president. I know I do. And I know that we've got some Trump haters in the chat. And you know what? Just cope. Just cope. It'll get better. Your life will eventually improve. Get a bench seat.
On the orders of the President of the United States, U.S. Central Command commenced Operation Epic Fury.
I'm gonna shoot you right down.
This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces.
He reminded the world, as he has time and time again, being an American means something unbreakable. If you kill Americans, if you threaten Americans anywhere on earth, we will hunt you down without apology, without hesitation, and we will kill you. We didn't start this war. But under President Trump, we are finishing it. Their war on Americans has become our air.
Iran is run by lunatics, religious fanatic lunatics. They have an ambition to have nuclear weapons. They intend to develop those nuclear weapons behind a program of missiles and drones and terrorism that the world will not be able to touch them for fear of those things. This is the weakest they've ever been. Now it's time to go after them. The president made the decision to go after them, take away their missiles, take away their Navy, take away their drones, take away their ability to make those things so that they can never have a nuclear weapon.
Finally, to the great proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance in generations.
Boom, boom, boom. I think the people of Iran need to man up. I think the people of Iran need to buck up. They're given an opportunity right now to do exactly what we did 250 years ago when guys like Thomas Jefferson, when James Madison, when George Washington, when Paul Revere ran through the damn streets. They are given an opportunity the same way that we were. And we had some men that had balls. We had some men who had guts. We had men who had an initiative, that they had a vision, they had a plan, and I believe that's what needs to happen now. Right now, we've got a president that's got a vision for America. He's got a plan for America. He has put patriots around him. And I believe that scares the hell out of a lot of Democrats. That's what I think. Do me a favor. On your way to work, maybe you're sitting at home. I don't know. If you want to have a good day, listen to a song by Don Williams. It's called Lord, I Hope This Day Is Good. Listen to that song. You'll thank me later. I want to say thank you to the 4,000 people that we got watching on all the platforms. And I'll talk to you later. Take care. God bless you, even the trolls. And let me give you a nice little boom shakalaka on the way out. Why don't we just ride the boom shakalaka?
Well, first of all, I want to tell you, Boom, we could do Boom Shakalaka. We love the Boom Shakalaka, you know. Nobody booms and shakalakas as much as I do. I do it better than anybody. I invented it, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize it. They say, "Sir, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing a Boom Shakalaka." And they say, "Sir, we've never seen anybody do it quite like you're doing it, but we're doing it very well." And I can say that.
Guys, gals, girls, thank you, somebody. Thank you so much. Somebody said, I don't believe it happened. Warrior Class USA. I don't know what you don't believe happened. I probably don't want to know. I probably don't even want to go down that conversation. But I'll say thanks for watching. God bless you. Take care. See you on the